It's the hottest dish in the streets. It's what everyone's talking about on Facebook,
Twitters and Facebooks and all that stuff.
It's time for Big Tigger's Trending Topics on V103.
Hey, what's happening? It's your man Big Tig doing big things. Band-Aid on my forehead, but I'm okay. It's gonna be all right. Hard to be a celebrity in these days and times. That's what today's Trending Topics is all about. Let's start with the homie Snoop Dogg. So racial profiling isn't just a problem here in America, according to Snoop Dogg. He was pulled over after a concert in Sweden on Saturday night when the police suspected him of driving under the influence of narcotics, though he says the racist cops are the real reason for his arrest. Snoop was taken to the station where he was forced to relieve himself in a cup. He was released after submitting to the drug test. A police spokeswoman said it'll be 2 weeks before they get the results back from the lab. Snoop documented his arrest with several short clips posted to Instagram, where he accused cops of racial profiling and promised to never return to Sweden. A police spokesman has responded to the allegations of racism, saying, "We don't work like that in Sweden." Now, here's the real update to the situation. Snoop was not driving at the time of his arrest. He was simply a passenger. So why the arrest? Snoop showed signs of being under the influence, and Puff Puff Pass is completely illegal in Sweden. Thus the arrest. FYI, the driver was not arrested. He's not in the clear. So 2 weeks from now, we'll see what happens. I don't know. It's Snoop. Did we really? Really, Sweden? Okay. More sad news from somebody in the spotlight. 50 Cent. Juries in New York had no sympathy for all the sob stories and claims that he had no money. On Friday, the court decided that 50 Cent would have to scrounge up another $2 million, and the punitive damages on top of the $5 million. He has to pay out for pain and suffering after losing his trial against LaStonia Levingston, Rick Ross's baby mama. In recent weeks, Fifth made appeals to judges both in New York and Connecticut that his flashy lifestyle was a facade. He's broke with at least a dozen creditors out to get him. Jurors commented after the trial that while they didn't know the rapper's true net worth, they weren't buying the fact that he was broke. One juror's theory was the bankruptcy filing was just another financial shell game trying to hide the riches and stay one step ahead of the courts. Another offered, I don't think he's broke. If anything, he has it hidden. So they didn't buy that at all, Fifth. This last set of circumstances is very, very sad. So, the tide continues to turn against Bill Cosby. The latest blast comes from New York Magazine, which features 35 of the women accusing him of sexual assault on the cover of the upcoming magazine issue. Striking cover carries the headline, Cosby, the Women, an Unwelcome Sisterhood. Among those featured are actresses Beverly Johnson, Lily Bernard from The Cosby Show, and supermodel Janice Dickinson. All the women featured are in black and white photo, are seated with the date of their alleged assault printed under them. The magazine also features an essay by Noreen Malone, who notes that the accusations are finally being taken seriously after years of excuses and manipulation by Cosby's lawyers. On its website, New York has posted testimony from all 35 women, as well as video clips of 60 alleged victims telling their stories. On the other side of that, Georgia's Spelman College, right up the street, is the latest organization to cut ties with Bill Cosby. The historically black women's liberal arts college right here in the ATL announced Sunday it has discontinued a professorship named after Cosby and returned the money meant to pay for it. The school's official statement didn't specify how much money was returned, but it is known that the comedian and his wife Camille donated $20 million to the institution in the 80s. The money was used to endow the professorship and to build an academic center named after Camille Cosby. Man, this is just sad. All the good things he did, all the money he donated, and all the positive things he did over the course of his life, including the messages and influence of the Cosby Show, will all be outdone by these allegations, whether they're true or not. It's crazy and very, very sad. That's going to do it for the Trending Topics, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Missed any part, head on over to v-103.com, where you can not only listen to them in its entirety, you can also see this big-ass Band-Aid on my head. Big Tigger back with more on V103.